people. But for me, I realize music will choose you.
Aha.
Yeah.
So it chose you.
Exactly.
Ah. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, and it's like a burden that you're lifting in your head. Until you put that burden down, you will never know peace. You will never know calmness.
Oh.
Yeah. So you wanted to be something else, or you were trying to be something else. Music wants you to be a musician.
There is a heavy assumption about musicians and women.
Okay.
That wherever you guys go, the women are there waiting. Is that an assumption or a reality?
Well, I'm gonna say it's a reality.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a reality.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, but it just depends. If you as an artist, if you want to choose the woman or you want to choose the money.
Okay. So it's one or the other. You can't have both.
The Dimdin podcast, a safe space to talk about misconceptions, perceptions, assumptions, and frustrations. Join us for conversations and stories that explore how embracing our differences leads to a balanced, strong, and harmonious world.
Hello, and welcome to the Dimdin podcast, your very safe space to have conversations about misconceptions, perceptions, assumptions, and of course, frustrations in the African community. I am your host, Becca, and we are here live with season 3. You knew we were coming because we are here bigger and better. This season, we're starting with the entertainment industry, everything entertainment. And to have that conversation with me, I'm of course gonna be a bit biased and start with one of our biggest and best artists, all the way from Sierra Leone. He has performed in over 10 countries around the world, won several awards in both Sierra Leone and the UK, where he actually stays right now. And he's won the Sierra Leone Presidential Award. He's the pride of the eastern part of Sierra Leone, and of course, Sierra Leone as a whole. He has been in the music industry for over 2 decades. And he just had, in my opinion, one of the best shows in Edmonton, here in Canada. He's no other person than our very own Innocent. Welcome to Dimdin podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's such a pleasure to have you all the way from UK.
I know, the pleasure is mine. Yeah.
And welcome to Canada again, your first time, hey?
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself, aside from what I've shared already, or you can add to that. Let's get to know you a little bit.
Okay, the name Innocent Kuti is actually, I was born and named Prince Kuti George. You know, I came from the Creole people of Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm literally like a blend of both, really. My dad is literally from the Yoruba side, and my mom is from the Creole side. So I go by the name Prince Kuti George, a musician, a producer, a sound engineer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you forgot that part.
Okay. Thanks for adding that part, because it's absolutely very necessary. Yeah. Thank you. So you've told us a little bit. So Nigerian Sierra Leone?
Well, kind of. But the funny thing is, I was born in Sierra Leone. My dad was born in Sierra Leone. So I'm literally trying to connect the dots. How am I even Nigerian again? But that's how it is. That's the family roots, though.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you grew up in Kisii?
Yes, definitely.
And in your last conversation, I think it was a live interview with Pepe Blog, you had mentioned that you got a scholarship from primary to secondary school.
Yeah.
How did you manage to have a dream about music, being that smart in school and having a scholarship? And how were you able to maintain that dream in a country like Sierra Leone, where every parent wants their children to be nurses or doctors and lawyers and all of those things?
It was, I'm gonna say it here, yeah. It was the craziest journey ever. Imagine, not just any parent. I told you I come from the Creole background, yeah?
Exactly.
And these people, if you're not a lawyer, you're not a doctor, you're not literally a mayor, then you're nothing. You understand? So it was very, very challenging because my dad believes, like, he used to tell me, like, he used to call me my lawyer.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But I wanted to make music. That's what I want to do. You know, becoming a lawyer is what my dad wants me to do. But I want to be a musician. And it was the one that taught me, like, if you believe in something, go for it. So when I was having these challenging attacks from him, and at some point he actually asked me to leave the house. I had to leave the house for like a year because he caught me writing music on my school notebook.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was a very disciplined man, very strict. And it felt like I was straying away from the reality. For him, the whole idea of being an artist is literally like an illusion for him. It feels like, oh, this boy is just dreaming. Maybe he's literally in that phase in his life wherein he doesn't really understand what he wants or what he's doing. You get me? So, it was tough. It was crazy. But the thing about music, yeah, that I don't know if that's how it works with other people. But for me, I realize music will choose you.
Aha.
Yeah.
So it chose you.
Exactly.
Ah. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, and it's like a burden that you're lifting in your head. Until you put that burden down, you will never know peace. You will never know calmness.
Oh.
Yeah. So you wanted to be something else, or you were trying to be something else. Music wants you to be a musician. You understand? So unknowingly, you started writing around the house, everywhere, on your music book, for example, on your school book, rather. You literally writing music on your school book. And you'll be having an exam, and you reach a particular part where when you were blocked, like you can't really get past the exam, and you're like, okay, you know what, let me just be writing some music.
This comes easier.
Yeah, but it was tough. But one thing I didn't really accept is the fact that I am not a person that will give up. Like where I come from, I usually say where I come from, people don't give up there. You don't have a choice. You should not. You know what I mean? You see, people, we don't give up. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Is it a safe assumption then to say that those struggles are what inspired the song All the One Them? We talk say we not go better. Them we. Is that what inspired it?
Yeah. You know, you smart. You get that right. You get that right. So I'm the kind of person that I don't just make music. I explain my story. You know, so I feel like Prove Them Wrong is a manifestation of my life. You know, how people doubted, how people looked at me as if I was not gonna, even close family members. You know, it's not really a bad thing to not to believe people, but to a level that it was really frustrating. But I had to go up, I had to work very hard, and I ended up proving them wrong. So you got that right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And a lot of us can relate to that song, because I think one way or another, people have had their own experiences where they felt like people did not believe in them, and they excel one way or the other. So that song was your story, but I think in many ways we can all relate to it. Thank you for that song. It's one of my favorites, by the way. So coming back to you being in Canada for the first time,
Okay.
bringing you back all the way to Canada.
Okay.
What's your take on Canada? What do you think about us, our country, and our people?
Canada is a beautiful country. I like it. Like, I honestly like it. You know, it's a new event. Like, should I say? It's a country wherein it's still people are still trying to discover the country properly. Because I feel like you guys have a lot that you're not seeing. Me coming from a very tight country, I'm seeing all this land everywhere is big. The roads are big and beautiful. My God, I was like, these people don't even know what they are.
Tell them. They have no idea.
You guys don't know what you have. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sure they'll all be happy to hear that. Moving to the diaspora, because it says you became a citizen of of Britain about 5 years ago, ish, 6 years ago.
Like, so I say, not too long. It's not 5.
Oh, okay, it's a few years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I find, as a Sierra Leonean, I find that most of our artists, when they travel to the diaspora, they tend to lose their art and like just dive into something else. They're not able to maintain that. You, on the other hand, you've been able to maintain your art both in Sierra Leone and in the diaspora. How did you do what you're doing?
Well, just as I said earlier on, music is a thing that actually chooses me. So it will definitely make its way. Even in the wilderness, I will still make music. Coming to that, I understand that I'm an artist, and this is what I do. This is my job, and I'm doing it professionally. So what I did was, when I went to the UK, I actually observed, because I've been seeing a lot of artists that travels to the diaspora and they just disappeared like that. Exactly. Yeah, so I really wanted to know what the problem was. Yeah, and I moved to the UK and I started doing a survey, and I was like, what is the problem? I figured out, like, this guy started working. You understand? This guy started working a lot. Yeah, I know they've got to pay the bills and stuff, and there's responsibility. Most of them have actually started a family. They have to like take care of the kids and all. And I was like, okay, well, I'm here also to start my family. But let me see how this is gonna work with me. So what I did, I was like, you know what? The only job I'm gonna do is music.
It's not just an option for you at that time.
Yeah,
it is the
only job that I'm gonna do is music. And I can't be performing every day. So I needed a source, because I have, we have bills to pay and stuff. Absolutely. You understand? So I needed a source that comes with money every day. The music, you don't perform every day. The royalties comes like one time in a month. You understand? So you needed that steady income that is going to keep the family afloat. So what I did was, I went to the uni, I studied sound engineering. Okay. Yes, I was there for 3 years. And when I finished, I opened a studio. Okay. Yeah, okay. So now everybody is recording to me. Okay. Yeah, okay. So instead of me finding something else to foot the bill, I decided, like, you know what, music is the only thing that is going to do it. If you dive deeper into music, you will understand that there are areas in music that will foot the bill, apart from just performing or collecting royalties. You understand? So for me, you can be a sound engineer, you can be a producer, you can be an entertainment lawyer, but everything that pertains to music, if you dive deeper, you will understand that there are levels to this thing. Yeah. So I definitely studied sound engineering, and that was the source. So now I don't need to go and do something else that is going to take me away from the music. I like that. You understand? So you made time to think outside of the box, while staying within the box. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You got that, exactly. And you stayed on track. Yeah. And that makes a lot of sense then with regards to what you say. Music, when music chooses you, it also helps to guide you, to help you think a bit outside of the box, as opposed to if music was just, I'm gonna do this because I think people are making money out of this, then when the money is not coming, you're easily distracted into other things that could bring the money. Yeah. Now they move to the diaspora, they see a steady income. Yeah. You understand what I mean? They're working, they see that their friends and relatives are working, and they're having this steady income every month that is coming in, which is literally sure. For them, they be like, music is not sure. I don't even know if the song is going to be a hit. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're going to book me. I don't even know if I'm even going to get views. You understand? So there is literally a lot of uncertainty there. Yes. But they forget that you are the artist. You should not allow these things. If you are the one that is pulling yourself down already, you understand? You have to allow it for it to happen. So what they did, they just go and get a job which is certain. Salary is coming at the end of the month, and they got comfortable. Like me, I looked at it, I was like, the only thing I'm gonna do is music.
whether the witch man and liquor or not.
That's the only thing I know.
I love that. I love that determination.
Yeah.
Indeed. Thank you for sharing that with us. I find that there's a lot of ways, like you said, like say like YouTube and social media these days is a really good platform for especially artists to gain some revenue or some source of revenue.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of research that needs to be done to really understand the platform before you can actually succeed using that platform. And I find that especially for some Sierra Leoneans, because most of us like to be told what to do and how to do it, but we don't have the drive to actually go seeking the information to educate ourselves. Do you think that's a challenge as well for some musicians?
Yeah, that's really a very big challenge. It's a very, very big challenge. You know, the basic artist here feels like as I said, we're just too comfortable.
Very.
You understand? We're having shows and people are hailing us, and it's fine. We feel like that's where it should stop. You know, and even the whole social media thing, a lot of us are feeling like it's some kind of myth, like, or some kind of rocket science. You know, how is this going to even possible? You understand? But they've not really like tried and sit down and try to read about it.
Exactly.
There are materials there that you don't even need somebody else to do it for you. But just as I say, most of the time people don't even want to explore themselves. You know, okay, they monetize YouTube. They actually make the whole thing like a business. You know,
the money.
They make it like a business. You know, this person is monetizing, bro. You should monetize your channel for yourself.
Yeah, you have to put in the work.
You understand?
Trust me, I know.
You understand? Like, okay, like for me now, yeah. So let me say, I don't perform at all. I don't perform at all. YouTube is paying me like every 23rd of the month. That money is gonna come. It depends on the stream. Sometimes it goes above. You know, it depends on the stream. But that money is constantly coming.
It's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. You understand? It's really, really guaranteed. How many artists from Sierra Leone really understands that? They can really make money from YouTube. They're just comfortable in Sierra Leone, moving up and down, creating a buzz.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah,
that's
fussing around.
That's why they're getting really lazy these days. You know what I mean? They don't need to make music. They just need to create like a feud that doesn't really exist. You understand?
A feud that does not exist.
Exactly. You know what I mean? That's why they just get
the drama is real.
Yeah, they just design some drama and boom. So they're not putting much work again. They are concentrating on creating the buzz. And forgetting about making good music.
Absolutely.
Before they realize it, in a few years, they're just going to die. And these young boys that are talented are going to come and trample over them because these boys are making the music.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you're just joining us, this is the Dimdin podcast. I am your host, Becca. And today we have with us one of Sierra Leone's finest musicians, Innocent. Going back to you being both a citizen of Sierra Leone and the UK. As humans, we put ourselves out there and we do the work we do, but we also have an obligation to the countries that we are from, right? And the countries that we have migrated in. What are you doing as an artist who has a platform to sort of give back to UK and Sierra Leone?
Well, being an artist that comes from from the should I say the slummy part of Sierra Leone, you know, and I don't just come from the slummy part of Sierra Leone. I literally live there up till now. Every time I go to Sierra Leone, I'm in Kisi. You understand?
That's home.
Yeah. So I have this understanding about you should have enough before you're able to give.
True that.
You understand?
True that.
Even Bible says, give willingly and not grudgingly. If you're going to give and grumble later, then don't give. So I wanted to, like, you know what, I live very close to the market.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to be ready to give. So over the years, I'm finished with the stores now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have stores by the market, very big stores, yeah. And these stores are going to be filled. That's why I'm going to Sierra Leone even.
Okay.
Yeah, so we get in a lot of stuff. We get in food stuff, everything that they sell in the market. These people don't need to go and buy anywhere. You just need to come and take and go and sell.
Okay, so like a wholesale distributor.
You understand?
Okay.
You just need to come and take and go and sell.
Wonderful.
You understand? We're literally giving them at a lower price, and the only thing that we want is the money that we invested in the product.
So that's like a win-win situation too.
Yeah, so they take all the profits. We just want to be able to restock in the store.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so we're doing that, and we're also building this multimedia as well. I want to literally, the materials are in Sierra Leone right now. I wanted to like have the very first professional recording studio in Sierra Leone.
Okay. We're all for that.
The very first pen, I'm doing it in Eastern. It's not just a studio that you put some speakers on the walls and they be blasting everywhere. When I'm talking about a studio or professionally treated acoustical environment, you understand what I mean? Like everything is professionally calibrated. That's what I studied sound engineering.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm also an acoustician.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so I'm
What's
actually
that?
somebody that fixes acoustics.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was not the only one who didn't know what that was.
Yeah, so in an easier form, yeah. When you put a speaker on the table or you put a speaker on a stand, and you sit in front of the speaker as a sound engineer.
Okay.
When the sound plays from the speaker, it doesn't go to your ears first.
Oh.
Even if you're sitting in front of it, it goes to the wall before it comes to your ear.
Am I the only one that's lost here?
That's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, so it goes to the wall. And so, for example, we have what we call forced reflection. The forced reflection is when the sound comes from the speaker and hits the wall. The first part on the wall that it hits, that's the forced reflection. So that actually adds color to the speaker.
Color, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't make the speaker sound as neutral as it's supposed to sound.
Oh.
You understand? It disturbs the sound so it deceives the sound engineer. So you mix in an untreated room, and when you feel like it's good, and when you play it outside, it's total trash.
Oh.
That's the room deceiving you, because the sound is coming from the speaker and going your forced reflection on the beer wall.
Huh.
You understand? Imagine something hitting like. You understand what I mean? The sound of this is gonna be in the sound of the speaker, but you won't really understand.
Huh?
Yeah, so being an acoustician is literally to treat the acoustics of the room. What you should do is you trace your forced reflection and you trap it. You understand? That's why we got acoustic panels, we got fiberglasses and all. Yeah, you trap it. You trap all your reflections, because it doesn't just hit here and go by. It hits somewhere else, different places. One day I saw one of the guys that are doing well in Sierra Leone. I think he's a recording executive or something. And he was talking like, nobody in Sierra Leone knows how to mix.
Okay.
Nobody knows how to mix. And I was like, in as much as it was being real, but it was putting it too harsh.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because if you say nobody knows how to mix and you have money,
Then
I
do
feel like
something
you should
about
invest in these people.
True that.
Send them to SAE in South Africa. You understand? You send them to SAE, they do a crash course. And when they're out, they are professionals. So instead of you criticize people, I feel like you should help them become better. That's why I'm getting the studio there. I'm not going to say every studio in this country is trash. You understand? I'm just going to build one so that people can understand how it works. When I'm doing the acoustic setup, I'm inviting other engineers, other young engineers to see how it is done. Yes, the way I'm actually, because I'm going to literally rock wool the whole place. The floor, the side, you know what I mean? I'm going to rock wool the whole place before I started building the acoustics and everything. So whatever sound that is outside is not going to be out inside.
Oh, no. Talk about sounds. So you're not only going to teach them how or bring them fish, you're also going to teach them how to fish.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
Exactly.
That's beautiful. Sierra Leone is definitely proud to have you.
Thank you.
Not to leave UK out of this, is there anything that you are doing in UK right now to sort of like give back?
Yes. So what I'm doing, I own a recording studio in Peckham. Peckham is literally like the eastern part of, you know what I mean? It's just like eastern, like where I'm from, like that's how Peckham is.
Reminds you of home?
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
You get me? So we literally like have all these stores, African stores, and blah blah blah. Blah. Everybody, you know, everybody will be speaking Creole as if it's in Sierra Leone. You understand? So moving there, we actually saw that the African market stuff is literally trending. So we've got this African store. It's called Congo Markets. It's one of the biggest.
Congo Markets?
Yeah, it's
in
one of the
England?
biggest African stores in England.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're catering for everybody in the community, Ghanaians, Nigerians, Sierra Leoneans. We've got everything.
That's brilliant.
We literally got everything. We got cassava, fufu, gari,
Wow.
beni. We got this thing that they call, you know, ojo.
Wojo Asabiam.
We got everything. We got ojo, we got snuff, we got stuff.
Wow. So you are literally bringing home away from home.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's a brilliant mind you have there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we've got the Congo Market store, African store is there, and we literally have everything: potato leaves, cassava leaves, tula, okra, everything, kuta, different type of fish. You know, even I don't know how they call it, but in Creole they call it country fish.
Country fish.
Yeah, you know. Like they usually cook it in the provinces. It's a freshwater fish.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I remember
how
I was one they talk about. But yeah, okay. So you're bringing a lot of food stuff. So if you're in England and you're around Peckham, don't forget to check out his store. He's more than just a musician. He's also investing. If you're in Sierra Leone, look out for those stores because they're coming out soon. I also want to take this opportunity to give a shout out to Sierra Leone Canada promotion team, because if it were not for them, this interview would not be possible right now. They are a group of 4 people who are doing their very best to bring us more artists from the different parts of the diaspora and Africa, so that of course they can bless our lives with all the beautiful music that we hear from them. So going now to a bit personal.
Okay.
Let's
go.
There is a heavy assumption.
I need to cool my eyes. Okay, let's go.
There is a heavy assumption about musicians and women.
Okay.
That wherever you guys go, the women are there waiting. Is that an assumption or a reality?
Well, I'm gonna say it's a reality.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a reality.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, but it just depends. If you as an artist, if you want to choose the woman or you want to choose the money.
Okay. So it's one or the other. You can't have both?
No, you can really have both.
Okay.
Yeah, but in having the other one, imagine you come to a place to perform and you hang out with girls. You want to be a generous man. You want to like after you give them something.
They don't come cheap.
Yeah. So what you're doing is the money that you're supposed to take home, you've already started spending it. You know what I mean? So it's a choice. It's actually a choice.
Okay.
It depends on how long you want to take to build a house or how long you want to take to make, you wanted your kids to be better. So you can choose the other one if you want. But if you want to literally, I'm not saying you're not going to make it. Business goes with pleasure most times. They say business doesn't go with pleasure. It goes with pleasure sometimes. But when you can have that pleasure when you're back home.
Okay, with your woman.
Exactly.
Okay. So talking about that, for you specifically, how do you balance the temptation out there with your home life with your partner?
Well, the thing is, I used to say this, yeah. If I'm gonna be truthful, I'm gonna be truthful for myself. I'm not doing it for my partner.
I like that.
I'm gonna be truthful.
Not between you and God.
Yeah, because my conscience, I'm the kind of person that doesn't want my conscience to be asking me questions. You understand? Like I'll be lying down and be telling myself, I shouldn't have done it. You know, most times after you've done so, that was when you started realizing, I've got a beautiful wife, I've got a supporting wife, and she's not even doing me anything. Why am I even doing this? I don't want to get to that side.
Good.
So
Good.
I always, I'm calm. I prefer just sleep.
Beautiful. Yeah. Well, to your beautiful partner that's watching this right now, you are loved and you're cared for. He's very heavy on the conscience, and that's keeping him together, we should say, or faithful, or composed.
Well, composed.
Okay,
composed, yeah.
I like that. Now, talking a little bit about the future. What's your next, what would you say your 5-year goal is? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, in 5 years' time, I felt like I wanted to retire from singing, but I'm gonna still be in the entertainment business.
Okay.
You know, there's this believing that I have, yeah. Bible talks about. I talk a lot of Bible. Though.
I hear it a lot, and I'm so happy about that.
You see, Bible talking about strengthening your brethren. You know, so I wanted to literally strengthen brethren from my side of the country, where I grew up. There are talents there. If I came from there, it means a lot of them are there. You understand? So you've got these younger ones, they've got energy, they're talented, they can even take this game where we cannot really take it. You
100%.
understand? So it's a business, that's where the business comes in. I wanted to have a team. You know, I have the money making machines. Of course, we worked with a lot of artists. I should say half of the stars in Sierra Leone literally pass through money making machines directly or indirectly. You understand? And after some time, I had to put it aside, and because it was draining, everything was coming from me alone. You understand? And I was like, you know what? Let me focus on myself, because these artists, as soon as they blow, they go. Because we were not really working on contract, we were just making music for the love. Yeah, we just wanted the hand to support that fed people. Them. You understand? So because they were not tied by the law or whatever, after they blew up, they just left. You understand? So I felt like it was draining, and I stopped. But Sarah the Great said some stuff about me on TikTok recently. It motivated me a lot. You know, it actually reminds me of the person that I am originally. You know, the stuff that he said motivates me, and I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to start again. So within 5 years, we literally have artists that will have taken over the world, not even Sierra Leone.
Amen to that.
Yeah, by the grace of God, we're working on it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. And thank you, Sarah the Great, for that motivation. Because of course, when we have a beautiful soul, we want to do the best we can to keep them going, right? Yeah. Now, they say you don't ask people to choose favorites when they have their children. But I am definitely going to ask you, which one of your songs is your favorite? Which one is the most personal to you, and which one is you find the most elevating, like that song that got you from grassroots to a point where you were not expecting it to get you?
Well, I've actually done a lot of songs, and it's really hard I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to choose. Okay. You know, just as you said, but you know, I've like different eras in my life wherein a particular, let me say a particular time, at a particular point, a particular song impacted differently. And at a particular point again, another song impacted differently. So I don't know if I'm allowed to choose two, but I'm gonna still stick with the one, just as you said. And I feel like Pray For Me is my biggest song. You know, it's not just a music for me, it's not just a song. It's literally, it's just telling an everyday story, you know, and I want to continue to tell stories. So a song that I Pray For Me makes me realize how much money I can make digitally. You understand?
You saw a lot of impact on that one.
Yes. It makes me realize how talented I am.
Of course.
You understand? You know, being in Sierra Leone, being in the industry for like 2 decades and blah blah, every artist is coming. at some point you feel like you're losing it.
Absolutely.
You understand? You feel like you're being cornered, like, especially with the young boys coming up, they feel like we should just leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, for them, they're lazy. They feel like you should just leave. They don't really want to just make music that will make them. They're like, these guys are still, after so many years, they're still here. We're still here because we are going to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We belong here, hey?
Yeah. You see, so Pray For Me made me realize the artist that I am. Going to my YouTube channel. Yeah?
Yeah.
And the thing about me, I don't just brag. But no, there's no Sierra Leone artist that has foreign comments than me.
Hey.
It's not possible. You know what I mean? Like foreign comments. You understand? You see people from Tanzania, Kenya, South Africa, Brazil, everywhere, people are commenting. Do you know what that feels? One thing, it makes me realize the business side of music. Like the only reason why the world was not hearing me, because the world doesn't really hear Creole.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So Pray For Me makes me realize that the language that we're using is old in us. It's not like the language is really bad.
Yeah.
Language is beautiful. But we have a small country. You know, if it was a country like Nigeria or South Africa, they are allowed to sing in whatever language. They have a crowd.
Everywhere.
All
over.
You understand me? And they don't just have a crowd, they are proud of what they do.
Absolutely.
You go everywhere, you see Nigerians going to Nigerian events. They play Nigerian music. You see South Africans playing South African music.
Period.
You know, even their dance moves is becoming what everybody feels like.
Yeah.
This is what should happen.
Yeah.
So me, I'm coming from a very small country that speaks Creole, you know. And after I did Pray For Me, I wanted to do it in Creole, but I was like, you know, let me do it in Pidgin. You know, as the inspiration came, I brought it in Pidgin and I delivered it. I could remember when I was recording it. You know me, I love food. Yeah, so my wife came and I recorded the chorus. And it was like, you know what, I'm gonna make you suya. Finish this song. If you finish this song, I'll make you. So at the end of the day,
hey, motivation. Thank you, wifey.
You know what I mean? Said, I'm gonna make suya. Just finish this song. I was writing this song and I was thinking about the suya also.
I'm in the jungle. I don't wait for the suya.
You know what I mean? And you know, because people can really hear what I'm saying apart from Sierra Leone, that's why it's got those views. You get me? If you figure out every song that I did that I sing in Pidgin has more views than the ones in Creole. Yeah, go to my YouTube channel, you see it.
And check them out.
Yeah, so I realized I'm from Sierra Leone. I love to sing in Creole. But I know I can't turn Jesus Christ for passing back. You understand? I know I can't die for Creole. You understand what I mean? Yeah, so I was like, you know what? So now, it makes me realize that if I want to make a next big song, it's gonna be in Pidgin. You understand? So I do the Creole stuff. Obviously, I'm going to Sierra Leone. I do the normal Sierra Leone song because I don't want to disconnect with my people. But where the position I am in my career right now,
you have to think outside.
I'm thinking outside. Me, I'm just a Sierra Leone artist.
And that's one thing that your brother Captain would always say, that Creole does not have a dialect. I think something like that, because he's also very big on like trying to figure out why the Creole songs are like limited to like the crowd from Sierra Leone and other countries like Tanzania, like Zimbabwe and stuff. They sing in their own languages, but we tend to dance to them, right? We tend to dance and we still celebrate, even though we don't understand a single thing that they say, right? And his argument is that their own language have like dialects, so like we can make sense of it. But it's interesting that you brought that up, because I think it is limiting people.
All these Tanzanians, Ugandans and all, let me tell you, they've got numbers than us.
Like the crowd from the country.
They've got crowd than us. And guess what? They love their music.
They do.
But even Ugandans, are suffering from the emerge of Nigeria's Afrobeat.
Nigerians are everywhere, I tell you.
And these people, they will play their song in the office. They will let you know, like, bro, they will tell you, like, you don't hear the latest Ashake song. You understand?
They promote each other.
They promote each other.
Yes, yes.
And for we feel like, you know, saying, if I put, you know, say, he makes money, he's gonna take my woman.
What am I getting out of it?
What am I getting out of it? He's gonna be driving big vehicles and stuff. That's what I mean. I always preach to the people. Yeah, I used to tell a lot of people, like, we are servants to you people. You understand what I mean? We make music, we perform for you guys. And if every artist makes the Sierra Leonean understand that our elevation is literally in their hands, I feel like we will elevate. But once you just do a song, you buy a car, you feel like you're there. But me, I live in the UK where the center of Afrobeat is. We're nowhere. You understand? And we keep telling ourselves in our head, like, yeah, because I went to visit, or I went to look at the BET show, it means I'm here. Or I went to the MTV this, it means I'm here. Or I went to the this. The only time you're gonna be there is when people that are not Sierra Leoneans
start to
listening to your songs
music.
and dancing to your songs and booking you. You know, I got booked. I think it's last year or so. It was me, P Square, and Otile Brown.
P Square?
Yes.
Okay.
It was me, P Square, and Otile Brown from Kenya. Yeah. And it was a Nigerian promotional team that booked me.
Okay.
Yeah. So for me, I was like, this is a very big step. I went there. I almost had panic attack or something.
Oh.
I don't really know where it came from, because I've been performing all my life. But the fact that we were sharing that stage and I was getting paid, like, seriously.
It was hard to believe.
You understand? And one thing I learned about that from there is the amount of Nigerians that pulled up.
For their crowd.
Lord God.
And Sierra Leoneans were in bed sleeping.
The amount of Kenyans that pulled up.
Oh.
Yeah? The amount. Sierra Leoneans, yeah? They really tried on that show.
They pulled up too?
Yeah.
Okay,
really
my
tried.
people. Okay.
Yeah. It was a very big surprise for me. You know, I was even scared to go on stage. I was like, nobody's gonna even say anything. You understand? And standing on the stage, I look at the crowd and I saw the flag, the green, white, and blue.
Oh, my heart.
Somebody was waving it, and I tell myself, okay, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I need to do what to do now. You get me? Yeah. It was beautiful. And I felt like those audiences are what we need. If you want to say you are big, you should be performing in foreign crowds. They should book you. I'm not talking about you opening for an artist that doesn't pay you, which is not bad also.
It's a start.
Yeah, it's a start. It's an opportunity to sell yourself to that particular artist's audience, which is not bad. But are we even opening for other artists? No.
Yeah. First, they need to see us, right? Like, we need to put ourselves out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and we've got very good artists. We've got very good Sierra Leonean artists. But imagine, we've got Ghana that speaks Pidgin. We've got Cameroon that speaks Pidgin. All these countries are bigger than us in population and supporting themselves more than we. You understand? Imagine. It only takes miracle for the Creole to survive.
God, we need that miracle. We need that miracle.
Honestly.
But you definitely touched on some really good points there. And I think Sierra Leoneans in general, like, aside from music, we've got to do a little bit more to be proud of ourselves, right?
Yeah.
And what we do. Because I see that, like, even with the podcast and stuff, right? Even choosing the name Dimdin is in honor of Sierra Leone and the Timni language. But you would see a leak clip comes out and people are so eager to share and will, like, share that to everybody. But when it comes to sharing the podcast, there are a certain few that will be very eager to help, and other people will just be like, well, once you start getting the money, it's going to be for you and your people anyway. So
yeah, that's what it's, yeah, exactly. It's for you and your family. I'm not going to allow you to get rich.
Exactly.
They don't even understand how money works. Money is literally, it's a rotational thing.
Yeah.
You know, indirectly, that money is going to go to them, indirectly.
That's the piece, because it's that mindset, right?
You understand.
It's that mindset. And we can all not do the same thing, right? If I support your music, you support my podcast, and we support somebody else, where it's like that ripple effect.
Guess what you're doing? You're doing a very beautiful job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't. You. Everything is professionally done. Everything is calculated, and I love this. I feel like. You're the ish.
Oh, thank you. She's the ish, okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, to round up here, we've talked quite a bit about Sierra Leone and all these things. What message can you send to your fellow Sierra Leoneans living in Sierra Leone about their mindset in general? And how can they shift that mindset to be able to put Sierra Leone on the map alongside the rest of you that are already doing so?
Yeah, one thing I want us to understand that every Sierra Leonean that actually watching me from Sierra Leone or the rest of the world, yeah, we should understand that Sierra Leone is literally, if you figure it's Leone. You know, I would just look at the One.
One.
You understand? Yeah, I always look at that. If we realize that we're one, we're one. You understand what I mean? I feel like we will elevate because if you are one, it has to do with the ideology of self. You understand? And love starts with self-love.
Absolutely.
You understand? So I feel like we should be one. We should love ourselves. We should support ourselves. You won't understand how it's gonna come. That's what I said earlier on. Money is literally a rotational thing. It goes and comes back somewhere around. You understand? And if you feel like, okay, because I'm supporting this person, he's the one that is gonna get the money. No, the money is gonna come to you. I remember a lot of people that started supporting me. They thought they were just supporting me. Now, I've actually created employment for a lot of people.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And the people that have created employment for, people are benefiting from them also. And
Ripple effect.
you know, it's literally like a chain of benefits as long as we support ourselves. You understand? So we can only win if we support ourselves.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, we can only win if we support ourselves. We're not gonna do this without you guys. Yeah, we have to understand the fact that if you, example, let me say your podcast right now, you were taking time, you were putting energy, you put everything you put into it, the only thing you need is just people to support.
Only support.
Like, share. You understand? Talk about the podcast. Make more people know. At the end of the day, in building, it has to start somewhere. And every tool to build is in you guys' hands. You know what I mean? We're looking and we believe that you guys can have that mentality of supporting and understanding that we can only win if we support each other.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, last but not least, final question. To the diasporans that say, oh, I'm out of that slum now, I want nothing to do with it, I'm just going to focus in the diaspora and just live my life. What can you say to them?
Well, one thing I understand is the fact that, you know, sometimes slums can be physical, but sometimes slums can be mental. You can literally leave the slum physically, but you're still in the slum. Mentally.
Ooh, that's deep.
Yeah.
You can leave the slum physically, but you're still in the slum mentally. Because honestly, that's a slum mentality. For you to like say, I don't want to have anything to do with where I come from. You understand? You shouldn't even be proud to say that. Not at all.
You understand? That's why the Nigerians are winning.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean? They are giving their kids the typical Nigerian names. Yeah. And when I was in uni, I saw boys that were born in the UK. They were called Olugbami and this and that. And I was like, that's total wickedness. But it's a beautiful wickedness because it's actually maintaining the originality, connecting their kids to where they actually, to their roots. You understand? Yeah, there was this South African lady. Her name was literally so long to a level. I just call her Rex. You understand? But it's beautiful and she's proud of it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Everyone is getting excited. It's holiday. I'm going to South Africa. And I'm going to Nigeria. Everybody wants, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's where we're feeling.
Yeah.
We are the population, as small as we are. As we fall on our time, so we don't
turn fish.
And we feel like it's okay. We feel that, but that's what. And guess what? Unknowingly, we're admiring the Nigerians and their culture.
Yeah.
We wanted to be like them, but we don't want to be like we.
Yeah.
They only become who they are because they wanted to be like themselves.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So stay true to who we are.
Exactly.
And be proud of our heritage.
That's how we're gonna win.
Beautiful.
Looking at this, yeah, I ask, yeah, I don't because I don't really know what this means.
Dimdin.
Yeah, but I ask him, yeah. You see, I ask. It caught my attention. It's just unique. You understand? I'm tired of this, that. No. I'm just tired of all that. You get me? I just want something unique, simple.
Dimdin.
Yes, and I was like, oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
so
creativity, and that's not just creativity. That's you
being
showing
proud
your
of
roots, proud of your roots. You're literally selling your roots to the people.
Absolutely.
You're remembering them. They know, but they are pretending they're saying they know. So it's actually good to have somebody like you to remember them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody's having a taste of the Timni language when they say Dimdin. Thank you so much, Innocent. It's been a pleasure to have you on the Dimdin podcast. And you've definitely shared so many words of wisdom for myself and our audience today. I'm sure that they would be so glad that they had you to share all this information with them. And maybe in the near future, we just might be lucky to have you again.
Definitely. I want to.
Oh, beautiful.
What you're doing here is beautiful. And I felt like I want to be a part every time I had the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. That definitely means a lot to me. Yeah. Okay. This brings us to the end of our episode 1, season 3. It's been a pleasure to have you all stay with us through this whole conversation. We look forward to all the amazing conversations that we're bringing your way this season. Until episode 2. Sabe, Sandimdi.